Good afternoon. The time is 1 p.m. Weather conditions, cloudy, temperature 57 degrees.
KD0KNL with the just issued hazardous weather outlook. Weather hazards expected: elevated tornado risk, elevated hail risk, limited thunderstorm wind damage risk, limited flood risk, elevated lightning risk, limited non-thunderstorm wind risk, elevated snow risk. A second round of thunderstorms is still expected this afternoon and evening. These storms could be capable of producing large hail the size of golf balls and wind gusts in excess of 70 miles per hour. A few tornadoes will be possible, particularly across southern Missouri this afternoon and evening. Given the wet soil conditions, combined with elevated stream flows, widespread rainfall will likely lead to flash flooding in some areas. Low water crossings and low-lying roads next to flashing streams will have greatest risk of flooding today and tonight. As cold air moves into the area late tonight, rain will mix with a chance of snow, especially over east central Kansas and west central Missouri, where 1 to 2 inches of snow will be possible. Elsewhere, relatively warm air and ground temperatures will prevent significant snow accumulation. Wind gusts from 30 to 40 miles an hour late this evening into tonight, along with west of 65. Break more to follow.
Okay.
Light snow will be possible Thursday morning. Little to no accumulation is expected during the day Thursday. Thunderstorm chances will increase Monday and Tuesday next week. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed this afternoon and evening, particularly across southern Missouri. KD0.
Code completed. 0888, just double check at the line.
Good afternoon. The time is 2 p.m. Temperature 63 degrees.
KD0KNL with the radar update. We got a storm down in Concord County, Oklahoma. It's lining up to get into McDonald County, and it's moving about 25 miles an hour, and it's building. It's severe warned right now, but it looks like it's getting bigger and starting to get a pretty good sized hail core maybe. So you guys in McDonald County, heads up. KD0KNL net control.
KD0AEL.
Thank you, Patty.
You are welcome, Lewis.
KD0KNL, the National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a tornado watch number 34 in effect until 8 p.m. this evening for the following areas: Barry, McDonald, Taney, Christian, Newton, Lawrence, and Stone. That's a tornado watch until 8 p.m. Barry, McDonald, Taney, Christian, Newton, Lawrence, and Stone. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL, all you folks, potential spotters out there, remember the ground is saturated, and up around Niagara we've already got an inch of rain this morning. So it's not going to take very long with hard rain to get flash flooding in any given area this afternoon. So make sure you know where you're going and check the MoDOT travel map regularly. Make sure you know where roads are having to be closed. Let's be safe out there and nobody get harmed. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL, just seeing a storm forming south of Branson. Not warned yet, but it just all of a sudden started growing down there, so keep your eyes open, folks. KD0KNL net control.
This is KF0ESF.
Hello, Lewis, K0EMD.
Hey there, neighbor. You all ready?
Yeah, I told everybody it was going to happen.
Yeah, it's this time of year, ain't it?
It is, and Lewis, keep up the good work.
Alrighty, thank you, sir.
Be around here pretty much all afternoon, and I'm not going anyplace, so if I know or see anything or hear of anything that's going on, I'm usually here.
Alrighty, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I'll probably be too busy with what's going on right here. If you hear something, if you got a scanner or something, and let me know.
Unless power goes out, but I can go to the truck. I mean, I've got radio out there too, but we'll see what'll happen. Keep them flying out there, and I'll talk to you later, and I'll back out of here. K0EMD, I'll be...
KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL, that cell down there in Oklahoma, it's got neighbors now, and just about every one of these cells got circulation showing. One up red, the rest of them are yellow. So as I keep getting closer to Missouri, they're building up more storms. So everybody in McDonald County, keep your heads up. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL, got a new cell popped up around Seneca. It's not severe yet, but it just showed up. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL, that warrant storm down in Oklahoma is just about ready in the next 15 minutes to move into the far southwest corner of McDonald County. KD0KNL, regional or net control.
Good afternoon. The time is 3 p.m. Weather conditions: cloudy, temperature 63 degrees.
KD0KNL, that storm is down in Oklahoma, is officially into Newton County now, but it's not warned in Missouri yet. Got some pretty good lightning step back down there in Arkansas and Oklahoma, though. So, keep your eyes open. KD0KNL net control. The National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Newton and central McDonald County until 4:15. At 3:35, a severe thunderstorm was located over Knoll, or 7 miles southwest of Pineville, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Hazards are 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source is radar indicated. Locations impacted include Neosho, Anderson, Goodman, Lanigan, Rocky Comfort, Big Sugar Creek State Park, Knoll, Pineville, and Stella. This includes I-49 between mile markers 1 and 22. Tornado watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for southwest Missouri. For your protection, move to the interior room on the lowest floor of a building. And by the way, the southern end of this cell, it was severe warning down in Arkansas, Benton County. So, and it looks like it's got a really mean-looking hail core. It's expanding, so it's going to be a wild one. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL net control. Got a couple of circulations showing up on the southern Arkansas-Missouri border on the left side of the storm, and then another one up about near Pineville, and it's got a great big hail core on it. And the temperature's up about 66, and the dew point's 59. So this storm has plenty of juice to work with. So you guys be on your toes out there. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL. Now we got a storm down by Eureka Springs, and it's headed right for the south corner of Stone and Taney counties. It's not warned yet, but it looks like it's building ahead of steam. So you guys up that way, keep your eyes open. KD0KNL net control. Storm up in McDonald and Newton County is really getting bigger. Got a whole lot of lightning on it too. So keep your eyes open, folks. Unconfirmed report of half-dollar size hail 4 miles north of Knoll. We'll let you know more when we get it confirmed. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:15 for southeastern Newton and central McDonald's counties. A severe thunderstorm was located over Anderson or near Pineville, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Hazards are ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Sources: law enforcement reported half-dollar size hail 4 miles north of Knoll. Locations impacted include Neosho, Anderson, Goodman, Lanigan, Rocky Comfort, Big Sugar Creek State Park, Knoll, Pineville, and Stella. This includes Interstate 49 between mile markers 1 and 22. A tornado watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL. Golf ball size hail reported by law enforcement at Pineville. Folks, KD0KNL net control. Spotters in that area, be aware that that storm is putting out a lot of rain. Things are already saturated. Flash flooding will happen before you know it. So make sure you know where you're going and be safe. KD0KNL net control.
K0KNL, K0OLD.
KD0KNL, go ahead.
Roger, Franklin. Hey, what's the speed of that storm?
Hold on a minute here.
Do that, stand by.
Moving about 35 miles an hour northeast.
Roger on that. Well, that's going to put it in pretty close proximity to us. You say the ceilings were 30,000?
33,500-ish.
Well, that's nice now that the sun's coming out and warming everything up for everybody. We ought to have a fun time tonight, Roger.
Things are really getting juiced up. I got low 60 dew points down there, and they're probably going up as we speak.
Hey, aren't you, brother? Okay, well, I'll be monitoring and stand by. If you need me, give me a call. You got my cell phone number, too, so you know what to do. K0OLD clear.
Hey, thank you, sir. KD0KNL net control.
Good afternoon. The time is 4 p.m. Weather conditions: mostly cloudy. Temperature 68 degrees.
Chat shows reports of extreme turbulence around Pineville by the fire department and dropping clouds up and down. So there's a circulate. Hold on a minute. There's a notch in circulation that's up northeast of Pineville, about 10, 15 miles or so. So that if any spotters in that area, say something if you can. KD0KNL net control. Okay, there's another storm down in Arkansas. It's moving about 45 miles an hour. It's around Bethlehem, Springdale, moving north at 45 miles an hour. And it looks like it's growing as it goes. KD0KNL net control. The National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Newton, northeastern Barry, northeastern McDonald and northwestern Barry until 5. At 4:10, a severe thunderstorm was located near Goodman or near Pineville, moving north at 30 miles an hour. 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are the hazard. Locations impacted include Neosho, Monette, Anderson, Fairview, Pioneer, Stark City, Big Sugar State Park, Granby, Goodman, Newtonia, Stella, and Ritchie. This includes Interstate 49 between mile markers 8-14 and between 16 and 20. Tornado watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. This storm is producing large hail. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure. Chad says that there continues to show broad rotation as it's tracking along. Rotation is not quite tight and strong enough for a warning yet, but they're monitoring. So anybody in that area see that rotation up in McDonald County, let us know. KD0KNL net control. The storm now going from like Goodman up to Newtonia has another storm behind it just now. Around, it goes from Pineville back down into Arkansas. It's not severe yet, but it's got a pretty good sized hail core, or starting of a hail core, and lots of lightning. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL, the circulation in McDonald County is just about ready to cross over into Newton County, just southwest of Stella.
KD0TKG, checking in about.
Everybody stand by. Got to read another warning. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for southeastern Newton, northeastern McDonald, and northwestern Barry counties. At 4:27, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles west of Fairplay, or 9 miles southwest of Neosho, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazards of golf ball-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind. Locations impacted include Monette, Fairplay, Pioneer, Stark City, Granby, Newtonia, Stella, and Ritchie. A tornado watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. This storm is producing large hail. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. KD0KNL net control. Okay, this circulation possible tornado just now crossing over the McDonald-Newton County line. It's right at Stella. KD0KNL net control. Chat says the storm currently moving into Pineville is capable of hail up the size of nickels. This storm is moving to the northeast. KD0KNL. Circulation is jumped north of Stella. It looks like it's headed for the west side of Fairplay. KD0KNL net control.
Did you mean Fairview? KD0AEL.
Yes, I did, Patty. Fairview is where that circulation is headed. Thank you, Patty. Storm that just moved through Pineville is also strengthening and is capable of hail to the size of quarters and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. KD0KNL net control. KD0KNL with the updated hazardous weather outlook. Weather hazards expected. Elevated tornado risk, significant hail risk, limited thunderstorm wind damage risk, limited flooding risk, elevated lightning risk, limited non-thunderstorm wind risk, elevated snow risk. Discussion. Severe thunderstorms will occur over southwest Missouri and northeastern Oklahoma and northern Arkansas this afternoon. These storms will move northeastward across southeast Kansas and southwest Missouri and south central Missouri through early. The strongest storms will be capable of producing large hail up the size of golf balls and wind gusts in excess of 70 miles an hour. A few tornadoes will be possible, particularly across the southern Missouri this afternoon. Given the wet soil conditions combined with elevated stream flows, widespread rainfall will likely lead to flash flooding in some areas. Low water crossings and low-lying roads next to flashy streams will have the greatest risk of flooding today and tonight. KD0KNL Net Control. KD0KNL. The meaner part of the storm down there by Seligman, it's just now straddling the Arkansas-Missouri border, and there's a whole bunch of lightning in there. Got another warning. The National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Newton, northwestern Barry, southwestern Lawrence, and southeastern Jasper County until 5:45. At 4:53, a severe thunderstorm was located near Fairview, or 11 miles west of Monette, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Hazards are golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Locations impacted include Monette, Pierce City, Newtonia, Freistatt, Stark City, Ritchie, Sarcoxie, Fairview, Pioneer, Wentworth, and Reeds. This includes I-44 between mile markers 26 and 35. A tornado watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for southwest Missouri. For your protection, move to the interior room of the lowest floor of a building. Right on cue, the National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Barry County in southwest Missouri until 5:45. At 4:54, a severe thunderstorm was located over Garfield, or 9 miles northwest of Rogers, moving northeast 30 miles an hour. Hazards are 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. Source is radar indicated. Locations impacted include Roaring River State Park, Seligman, Washburn, Wrigley, Cassville, Exeter, Butterfield, and Wayne. For your protection, move to your interior room in the lowest floor of a building. Cell near Garfield, Arkansas, continues to show slow strengthening trends. We have issued a downstream severe thunderstorm warning for that cell as it heads in general direction of Cassville. So in Newton, McDonald, Jasper County, we got a storm that goes all the way up north of La Russell into Lawrence County and all the way down back into McDonald County, down below Stella. So that's a pretty wicked storm. It's going to be a lot of rain, and there'll soon be a lot of flooding in Newton and McDonald County. So you guys out there, be careful what you're doing. KD0KNL Net Control.
Good afternoon. The time is 5 p.m. Weather conditions. Mostly cloudy. Temperature 72 degrees.
KD0KNL will be handing the net over to KD0AEL Patty. Thank you guys for being out there and stay safe. KD0KNL clear.
This is KD0AEL with Southwest Missouri Regional SkyWarn. At this time, we are taking any and all reports from the affected areas. Just a quick radar update. We have a severe thunderstorm warning tracking to Pierce City, Freistatt, Scott City, Hoburg, and Mount Vernon. This storm does have a significant history of hail to the size of eggs, which would be 2-inch hail. currently possible to 1 3/4 inches. We have another cell down near the Arkansas line that is tracking toward Washburn, Exeter, Butterfield, Purdy, Monette, Verona, and Freistadt. And I'm going to start that again. I don't think I was broadcasting. This is KD0AEL with Southwest Missouri Regional SkyWarn. We are currently monitoring 3 severe thunderstorm warnings, one near the Arkansas border, tracking toward Washburn, Exeter, Butterfield, Purdy, Monette, Verona, and Freistadt. We have another that is currently affecting, pardon me here, possibly Big Sugar Creek State Park, Stella, and Rocky Comfort, and one more that is in eastern Newton County. This will impact Monette, Pierce City, Newtonia, Freistadt, Stark City, Ritchie, Sarcoxie, Fairview, Pioneer, Wentworth, and Reeds. This storm in particular has a history of hail to the size of 2 inches, which will do significant damage to roofs and windows. All 3 of these storms are maintaining their strength or intensifying. We will keep you apprised of the situation as it occurs. This is KD0AEL.
Thank you, Patty. This is Brian, KC0JYE. I will be out here shortly to go out and see if I can get you anything.
I appreciate that, Brian. I appreciate you spending your not-so-wanted time off helping the community. KD0AEL.
No problem. That's what I get paid the high dollars for. Isn't that right?
I hear that. Hey, I'm good as long as they keep the coffee coming.
0AEL, K0OLD.
K0OLD. The other Brian. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, Roger, I'll be monitoring, Patty. If you need me, you got my number and everything. And, yeah, I understand Brian's making the big bucks. Too bad we can't get more biscuits and gravy down here, but he'll know what I mean. I'll be standing by, Patty.
Thank you, sir. Sounds like Christian County is in good hands with the 2 of you. KD0AEL follows severe thunderstorm warning remaining in effect for northeastern Newton, northwestern Berry, southwestern Lawrence, and southeastern Jasper counties. This storm at 5:05 was located near Pierce City or 7 miles west of Monette, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts are possible with this. Please do not go outdoors in this. Locations impacted include Monette, Pierce City, Pioneer, Wentworth, Reeds, Sarcoxie, Newtonia, Freistadt, Stark City, and Ritchie. It also includes Interstate 44 between mile markers 26 and 34. This storm also has a history of producing wall clouds. Tornado is possible with this storm. KD0AEL. The station's monitoring. National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning for central McDonald and southeastern Newton counties until 9:15 p.m. At 5:10 p.m., Doppler radar indicated storms were producing heavy rain across this warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain has already fallen. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin. Flash flooding of small creeks, streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas can be expected. Some locations that will experience this will include Neosho, Pineville, Granby, Anderson, Goodman, Lanigan, Newtonia, and Stella. Please do not drive in water across the roadways. Break. More to follow. National Weather Service has also issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Newton, northeastern McDonald, and northwestern Berry counties until 5:45 p.m. At 5:09 p.m., severe thunderstorm was located near Fairview, or 14 miles southwest of Monette, moving northeast at 35 miles, and 3 inches of rain has already fallen. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin. Flash flooding of small creeks, streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas can be expected. Some locations that will experience this will include Neosho, Pineville, Granby, Anderson, Goodman, Lanigan, Newtonia, and Stella. Please do not drive in water across the roadways. Break. More to follow. Stations monitoring KD08EL continues. Tornado warning has been issued for southeastern Berry County until 5:45 p.m. At 5:12 p.m., severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Seligman, or 11 miles south of Cassville, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. This storm might also include golf ball-sized hail. Locations impacted include Table Rock Lake, Shell Knob, Emerald Beach, Chaina Lakes, Roaring River State Park, Seligman, and Eagle Rock. Again, tornado warning for Berry County. KD08EL. This is KD08EL with a radar update. We currently have a number of cells working that are warned at this time. First is a severe thunderstorm warning tracking towards Stop City, Mount Vernon, and Miller. Second is a severe thunderstorm warning tracking toward Fairview, Monette, Verona, Aurora, and Marionville. There is a storm directly behind that. I do not have the track. Give me a moment. Says Big Sugar Creek State Park, Stella, and Rocky Comfort. We have another that is affecting Roaring River State Park, Cassville, Seligman, Wheaton, Washburn, Ridgely, Exeter, Butterfield, and Wayne. And lastly, tornado warning for portions of Berry County. At this time does not appear to be tracking near any particular towns, though. Weather Service says Table Rock Lake, Shell Knob, Emerald Beach, Chaina Lakes, Roaring River State Park, Seligman, and Eagle Rock could possibly be affected. Do I have any spotters with reports out of these areas? Please call now.
K6RDJ via Echolink in Cassville.
A6RDJ, go ahead with your report, sir.
Net control, be advised the sirens did sound in Cassville. I am currently downtown in Cassville. As soon as I get a drink delivered, I'm going up on the hill to have a look here and see what we can determine up there. So back to next K6RDJ.
Exeter, Missouri.
Thank you to K6RDJ. Looking forward to your report. And there was a second station in there. Go ahead, sir.
This is KB0U in Exeter, Missouri. Got 15-mile-an-hour breeze out of the south, and we've had a little bit of hail, and the sirens did sound at Exeter. Over.
What size was the hail, and approximately what time?
It was very small hail. Very small hail, about 2 size.
And about how long ago do you...
5 minutes. 5 minutes ago.
Thank you. KB0UNX. This is KD08EL.
Oh, it's Kilowatt Baker 0 Oscar uniform.
Correction. KB0ONX. Thank you, sir.
The suffix is Oscar uniform OU. 2x2 call. KB0OU.
I will get it correct one of these days. I'm sorry. KB0OU. Kilo Bravo 0 Oscar uniform.
Got it. It looks like the tornado signature is going east of Cassville a good way.
I do believe you're correct. It is to the south and east of there with a northeasterly track.
Showing that tornado signature east of Washburn now. I'm heading northeast.
Copy that. Thank you.
Zero, I think the link may be messing up.
I'm sorry, the what might be messing up?
The link between the repeaters is messing up. Over.
That is possible. It could be atmospheric. That does play a part. The stations monitoring the tornado warning does remain in effect for southeast Berry County until 5:45 p.m. At 5:25, this severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Seligman, or 7 miles south of Cassville, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. This storm may also contain golf ball-sized hail. Locations impacted include Roaring River State Park, Eagle Rock, and Shell Knob. If you are located in these areas, please take shelter immediately. KD0AEL.
This is KB0U at Exeter, Missouri. I've shifted repeaters from the Joplin repeater to 145.490 repeater.
You are coming in much more clear now, sir.
Yeah, I think the link between the two repeaters is messing up.
You might be moving away from the other repeater as well, and you are moving toward the 4.9 with fewer ridges between you, so that could also be part of what's going on, but I can understand you much better.
I'm stationary at my home just north of Exeter, Missouri, over.
Copy that. Then it probably is atmospheric. There are fewer storms between you and the 4.9 than there are between you and the Joplin link.
Yeah, that link has problems every now and then when we have weather anyway. The antennas get blown around and everything else. KB0, you'll be standing by.
K6RDJ, net control.
K6RDJ, could you repeat, please, the little QRM there?
K6RDJ in the Mobile. I'm now positioned up at Walmart, Cassville. The storm sirens are sounding once again here. Getting here some pea-sized hail on the south edge of the downtown area of Cassville. Otherwise, just heavy amounts of rain and very little to, if any, wind.
Copy that. About how long ago did you encounter the hail?
Less than 5 minutes ago.
Thank you, sir. I will get that turned in. KD0AEL.
Control K6RDJ.
Tornado warning has been issued for northwest Barry and southwestern Lawrence until 6 p.m. At 5:33 p.m., severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Purdy or near Monette, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Monette, Purdy, Freistadt, Pierce City, Verona, and Pleasant Ridge. Please steer in the path of this storm. Take cover immediately. Break, more to follow. In addition, new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for northern Stone and northeastern Barry County in southwest Missouri until 6:30 p.m. Severe thunderstorm is located near Cassville, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Ping-pong-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts can be expected. Locations impacted include Table Rock Lake, Crane, LaCourte Bend, Cape Fear, Madry, Cassville, Galena, Jenkins, Wheelerville, and LC. KD0AEL.
KD0AEL, KB0U, Patty. I've just started getting heavy rain off this next storm here at Exeter, Missouri. Over.
Copy the heavy rain in Exeter. Thank you, sir. KD0AEL. Stations monitoring. The National Weather Service is continuing the tornado warning for north central Barry and southwestern Lawrence counties until 6 p.m. At 5:42 p.m., this thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Monette, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Monette, Freistadt, and Verona. This is KD0AEL.
KD0AEL, WX0NEK.
WX0NEK, go ahead with your traffic, sir.
Just checking in. I'm mobile and westbound on James River, heading toward the west of Nixa. You need a set of eyes any place, let me know.
Thank you, sir. I will keep your locations in mind. For those monitoring the area of tornado watch has been extended to include Greene County at this time until 8 p.m. KD0AEL.
Control K6RDJ.
K6RDJ, go ahead, sir.
As far as the tornado warning goes for southwest Barry County, has that one been allowed to expire?
No, sir. At this time, I'm showing it is tracking, actually, yes, eastern Barry County is now under tornado warning. This one is moving off toward Roaring River State Park, Eagle Rock areas.
In that case, I'm going to clear my parking spot up here and head back for the home UGH, K6RDJ.
Thank you, sir. The other warning we have, the affecting Barry is moving on up toward the Monette area. So, yeah, I think from your perspective with all the rain, you wouldn't see anything from that cell. Thank you for being out there. We appreciate your service. KD0AEL. This is KD0AEL with a radar update. Currently have a severe thunderstorm warning affecting Lawrence County. A couple of hail cores in this. One of extreme interest is moving into the Mount Vernon area. This does have a history of large hail. It is affecting portions of I-44 in your travels. Another portion of this with a hail core is directly to the west of Miller. I'm also watching a storm not currently warned to the west of Alba that has popped a hail core on it. So we are monitoring these storms as they move through. KD0AEL.
KD0AEL, KB0U, Exeter, Missouri. I just got a wind shift from the west. It was coming out of the south, and it's also shifting up to west-northwest from every now and then. 6 miles an hour right now out of the west. And I've also received 3/4 inch of rain here just north of Exeter, Missouri.
Copy, 3/4 inch rain and a wind shift. I hate to say, but that tells me that the front's getting a little closer. It's going to be cold in the morning.
Roger that, KB0U.
Have your snow boots ready there, Patty, K0DGR.
K0DGR, Gene, go ahead, sir.
I said you better have your snow boots ready for in the morning.
I'm going to say nay to that. I don't think this is going to leave much impact as far as the snow is concerned. We may see it mixed with the rain, but the ground temperatures are too warm for it to accumulate much. It's just going to get bitter.
You just took all the fun out of trying to mess with you.
I appreciate the chuckle, Gene. Thank you. KD0AEL.
There's a weather at a comedy club.
I think we can interject a little of one and a lot of the weather. There has been a flash flood warning issued for Barry, Lawrence, and Newton counties until 10 p.m. Doppler radar is indicating storms producing between 2 and 3 inches of rain have already fallen. Rainfall amounts up to an inch more are possible. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Pierce City, Wheaton, Fairview, Pioneer, Stella, Wentworth, and Low Russell. It also includes Interstate 44 between mile markers 33 and 37. KD0AEL.
Good evening. The time is 6 p.m. Weather conditions. Partly sunny. Temperature 73 degrees.
KD0AEL, KE0NHL.
KE0NHL. Go ahead, Heather.
Yeah, Patty, do we have anything on radar that is heading towards Christian County, Clever area?
At this time, nothing particular severe tracking in your direction. We do have that severe thunderstorm warning in northern Stone, northeastern Barry. It heading up toward Christian County. It's still quite a ways out. It should affect the Panhandle, possibly a little bit of western Christian. In the next 20 minutes or so.
All right, that's what I was wondering. Thank you. KE0NHL Mobile.
And they did just extend the warning. National Weather Service in Springfield has issued severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Christian, Lawrence, southwestern Greene, and southeastern Dade counties until 6:45. Line of severe storms located from 7 miles southwest of Miller to near Mount Vernon to near Verona, moving northeast at 25. Locations impacted include Republic, Mount Vernon, I Stand Corrected, Heather Clever, Miller, Everton, Halltown, Chesapeake, Aurora, Marionville, Billings, Verona, Stott City, Hoburg, and Pennsboro. It also includes Interstate 44 between mile markers 40 and 65. This storm potentially has 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail in it. KD0AEL.
Sounds like I just pulled in the driveway at the right time then. KE0NHL.
And this storm took a little bit of a right turn on me on the radar. I was looking at a different one tracking in your direction. You may have a double whammy coming here in a bit as the storm tracks up out of Berry County. This is the storm that was affecting Monette and had the tornado warning on it. So kind of condensing here. They're moving more northeast now than north.
Okay, is that storm still holding its intensity for tornado if it was tornadic towards Monette?
Negative. That storm actually decreased. They dropped the tornado warning on the Monette area. The only tornado warning we currently have in effect is down to the east of Cassville, and that is tracking toward Hurley at this time.
All right, sounds good. I will keep monitoring, and I will be ready to be mobile if needed. KE0NHL right now. I am at the home QTH.
Appreciate the check-in, Heather. KD0AEL.
KB0UTW to net control.
KB0UTW, good evening, and thank you, sir. You have traffic for the net?
Yes, I do, Patty. Just got a confirmation on the hail in Halltown. A friend of mine just sent me some pictures. Quarter-size hail, about 3 minutes ago.
Can you forward those photos to the Weather Service?
Forward them to you.
I will take them, sir. Thank you. KD0AEL.
FYI, Webster County now in the Greene County. I'm heading west.
Thank you, Ian. Appreciate it. KD0AEL.
KD0UTW mobile clear.
Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. for northwestern Christian, Lawrence, southwestern Greene, and southeastern Dade counties. At 6:09 p.m., these storms were located along a line from near Miller to Mount Vernon to Aurora, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar-sized hail can be expected. Half-dollar-sized hail was reported in Mount Vernon at 6:04 p.m. Locations in the track of the storm are Republic, Mount Vernon, Clever, Miller, Everton, Halltown, Chesapeake, Aurora, Mount Marionville, Billings, Verona, Stott City, Hoburg, and Pennsboro. This also includes Interstate 44 between mile markers 40 and 65. This is KD0AEL. The spotter also did report quarter-sized hail in the Halltown area, KD0AEL.
KB0UTW net control. We just now sent them pictures to your cell phone. KB0UTW mobile.
Thank you, and received. I will forward this on. Thank you.
No problem, sis.
The station's monitoring new tornado warning has been issued for northwestern Stone and northeastern Berry counties until 6:30 p.m. At 6:13 p.m., severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 8 miles southwest of Crane or 13 miles south of Aurora, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Locations in the track of this storm include Crane, Madry, Wheelerville, and Elsie. This is KD0AEL.
KD0AEL, KE0JGI.
KE0JGI, go ahead, sir.
I just wanted to let you know I was out. I'm going to head south on 160, see if I can't get behind those two cells as they come up into the Christian County area.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Be safe out there.
Always.
KE0KDW.
KDW, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Patty, I just wanted to know if you're seeing me over in chat. I logged into the computer for the first time in 4 or 5 years.
Affirmative, Brad.
Received. Thank you. I have the Bolivar net and the DMR net still up and running. K0KDW.
Thanks, Brad. Appreciate it. KD0AEL.
K0PKG net control.
I didn't catch your prefix. Could you give me your call sign again, please?
We're having some issues. KD0TKG, Patty.
I hear you now, Pat. Do you have a report for me?
Demand just giving an island. They'll be sitting watching for this to come in.
Copy.
Copy. Thank you for being there. KD08EL. For KD0OLD and WX0NEK, I'm showing that this tornado-warned storm is tracking potentially toward Hurley, Nixa, and Battlefield. Though the Weather Service says this may weaken as it moves in, I thought I would give you gentlemen a heads up. KD0AEL.
Net control, W0KOK.
W0KOK, this is KD0AEL. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Just reporting some nickel-sized hail north of Mount Vernon, being near the intersection of 1142 and 2085.
Copy. North of Mount Vernon, 1142 and 2085. Thank you for your report, sir.
You, W0KOK, monitoring.
Do I have any spotters to the southwest of LC? The station's monitoring. Tornado warning has been issued for northwest Stone and northeastern Berry County. This is probably a tornado. Debris signature has been identified on radar. Tornado-producing storm located near Crane or 12 miles southeast of Aurora, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Ping-pong-sized hail is also a possibility with this storm. Locations impacted include Crane, LC, and Wheelerville. If you are in the path of this storm, please take cover immediately. KD0AEL. Net Control still looking for any stations that might be monitoring in the LC area. Also, the severe thunderstorm warning does remain in effect until 6:45 for northwestern Christian, eastern Lawrence, southwest Greene, and southeastern Dade counties. Severe storms located along a line extending from Miller to near Mount Vernon to near Marionville, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Republic, Billings, Everton, Chesapeake, Marionville, Miller, and Halltown are in the path of this storm. This is KD0AEL. Do I have any spotters to the south of Crane, possibly south and west of 413, looking for any reports out of that area, trying to confirm the tornado that was reported on this debris signature?
0UTW to net control.
KB0UTW, go ahead, Ian.
Try 145.270. The Christian County boys, they might be able to help you out with that.
Copy that, appreciate it. KD0AEL.
0UTW clear, southbound 65.
KD0AEL. For net control for the Southwest Missouri Regional SkyWarn National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm warning for northwest Christian and northern Stone. Severe thunderstorms located over Crane or 9 miles southeast of Aurora, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Potential for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and $half size hail. Locations impacted include Clever, Billings, Boaz, Crane, and Hurley. This storm potentially contains a tornado, though not confirmed at this time. Severe thunderstorm warning again for Christian and Stone. KD0AEL.
N0BHS.
N0BHS, go ahead, sir.
We got a lot of tree and damage on the east side of the Stone and Berry County line on 248. Lots of barn down.
Do you know about the size of the limbs that are down?
Trees and barns. There's a couple barns down. Looks like a grain silo blown over.
Copy. Trees, barns, and a grain silo. Where out on 248?
248 on the Berry-Stone County line.
Copy. Berry-Stone County line. Trees down. Two barns down and a grain silo, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for the report. Appreciate it. N0BHS, do you have any photos of that?
The road is, there's trees across the road at 248 and...
Copy, trees across the road. Do you have any photos of that you might send? I can either have you send them to me or I can have you send them directly to the Weather Service.
Okay, the road is blocked at Buttonwood Road and 248.
Copy. Road blocked at Bentonwood Road and 248. Thank you. Stations monitoring the tornado warning for northeastern Berry County is canceled. The storm has moved out of the area. Tornado warning remains in effect until 6:45 for northwestern Stone County. 6:32 p.m. A severe storm capable of producing a tornado was located near Crane, or 12 miles southeast of Aurora, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Crane and Alcea are in the path of the storm. Please take cover now.
0JYE to net control.
JYE, go ahead, sir.
I'm in the city of, I guess you call it Easley, E-S-Y or L-Y, south of Crane, and I got some storm damage. I got a tree down right there at the junction 413 and 265.
Tree down at 413 and 265. Anything else there?
Construction sign blown over on 413 here in town. Of course, you know, light limb damage, but nothing structurally damaged that I can see where I'm at.
Copy that. All right, thank you. And I'm sorry I didn't get your prefix.
KC0JYE. It's me, Brian, Patty.
I should have known that voice. Thank you for the report.
Pictures of them, by the way, too. I'll send them to you when I get a chance.
KD0NWS control.
Go ahead, sir.
I hate to bug you on this, but the way this is rotating, do you think this might come up my way?
Okay, remind me where you're at.
Northwest Polk County. Right now I'm in Humansville.
I'm seriously doubting it. It appears that the storms that are north are kind of washing out the atmosphere up north of the Springfield area. We have the one storm moving into Greene County that is warned. In general, I think the convection up your way is probably going to wash this out a bit. The one that is moving into Greene, moving more toward Willard at this time, so I just really seriously doubt it. I've been proven wrong, but I don't think so.
Okay, we were watching radar scope up here and figured we'd find out the details. Like I said, I hate bothering you on this with all the warnings, but if we see anything or hear anything big, but I agree with you, it looks like it's washing out. But if anything does happen, I'll report, and I'll let you get back to what you're doing. KE0MHV, standing by and monitoring.
Thank you for being there. KD0AEL.
KD0UTW, James River, Double M Mary is where I'm stationed at right now.
James River and MM. Thanks, Ian.
No problem. KB0UTW clear.
Stations monitoring National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a significant weather advisory for southwest Polk, northeast Lawrence, Greene, and southeastern Dade counties until 7:30 p.m. At 6:39 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from 6 miles south of Everton to 8 miles south of Ash Grove to near Republic. Movement was northeast at 30 miles per hour. Petty-sized hail and wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour will be possible. Locations impacted include Springfield, Willard, Walnut Grove, Everton, Halltown, Glidewell, Brighton, Cave Springs, Republic, Ash Grove, Morrisville, Brookline, Sackville, Ebenezer, Bodark, and Eudora. This also includes Interstate 44 between mile markers 57 and 68 and between mile markers 70 and 84. KD0AEL.
KD0AEL, this is KD5 CWC. I appreciate that information very much.
You are very welcome, sir. Can you throw your call sign at me one more time?
Absolutely. It's going to be Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Whiskey Charlie, KD5 CWC.
And just for my records, for future, what is your location?
I'm watching some ominous clouds here in Branson, Missouri.
Alrighty, sir. Appreciate you being there. Yeah, they probably are looking pretty ominous down there. All the warnings have gone to your north. You're a lucky man.
Yes, ma'am. I threw some good mojo out there in the world and hoped that some of this stuff would stay away from me. So it looks like I may have gotten my wish. Hopefully so. And this is KD0AEL with a current warning update. We currently have severe thunderstorm warning for Christian, Lawrence, Greene, and Dade, Missouri, with the potential for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This possibly will affect Republic, Billings, Everton, Chesapeake, Marionville, Miller, and Halltown. We have another severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Christian and northern Stone until 7:15. Locations impacted include Clever, Billings, Boaz, Crane, and Hurley, again with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but also possibly half-dollar-sized hail. We have a tornado warning for Berry County being canceled, and tornado warning for northeastern Stone remains in effect until 7. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Crane at 6:37. So those in Hurley, please take cover, and we will try to keep you apprised as these storms move on to the northeast. KD0AEL.
KD0AEL. K0OLD.
K0OLD. Go ahead, sir.
I'm setting at 14 and 160 facing southwest here, so I get a good eye on it. In case anything comes up, I'll let you know. K0OLD clear.
K0OLD, thank you for being there. KD0AEL, your net control for Southwest Missouri Regional SkyWarn as these storms continue their progression to the northeast. Do I have any other reports of damage from the areas that were affected earlier this evening? Please call now.
Net control KE0JGA.
Go ahead, Preston.
Oh, this is Sean, but that's okay. I just talked to a spotter, KE0CJM. He's near the high school in Nixa, reporting that he's seeing a good rotation, possibly a funnel cloud, passing near the high school.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that, and sorry for mixing you up with the young one. I will get that turned in. Thank you.
No problem. KE0JGA.
KF0CPO listening. KF0CPO.
KF0CPO. Good evening, sir. And can I get your location for the record?
KF0CPO is southwest Nixa, probably about 4 southwest of the high school, the local high school.
Copy that, sir. If you see anything, please feel free to pass that report on.
And KF0CPO will do, and let's make that southeast, inside Stone County border there by Sheldon Rock. But right now, all we see is approaching from the southwest is like more than that, no hail or anything.
All right. Appreciate that update, sir. Thank you. National Weather Service in Springfield has issued severe thunderstorm warning for Christian County in southwest Missouri until 7:45 p.m. At 6:48 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Clever to near Highlandville to near Reed Spring, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail can be expected. Locations in the path are Nixa, Clever, Highlandville, Spokane, Crescent Ridge, Selmore, Chadwick, Boaz, Ozark, Sparta, Fremont Hills, Oldfield, Bruner, Christian Center, and Linden. Remember, tornado watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for this area. KD0AEL.
And KF0CPO report.
I'm sorry, give me your call sign one more time.
Kilo Fox 0, Charlie Fox Oscar, still 5 southeast of the high school, and just hail, maybe dime size, anything like that.
Dime-size hail. Thank you, sir, for the report. KD0AEL.
Kilo 2 Juliet Bravo Golf.
Kilo 2 Juliet Bravo Golf. Go ahead, sir.
Corner of 60 and 65 over here. So far, calm with just a few rain droplets coming down and nothing interesting. What's the largest hail anybody's reported out to you yet from the outer areas?
Well, the largest hail reports we got were over over well to the west. What we're seeing now is anywhere from dime size to $half size. With the storms moving in your direction, they're saying anywhere from quarter size to $half size possible.
Copy. Thank you much for the update. Have a great night.
You too, sir. Thank you for being there.
Control, this is N0NWS. Do you copy?
Copy, N0NWS. Go ahead, sir.
My name is Johan. I am at the Wanda Gray Elementary School, looking southwest at the store incoming. I'm standing here monitoring. I will give updates. We are starting to get rain and some frequent flashes of lightning.
Thank you, Joe. Your position, Wanda Gray, looking southwest. Appreciate that, and look forward to any further reports. KD0AEL. Stations monitoring the tornado warning for northeastern Stone County will be allowed to expire at 7 p.m. The tornado threat has diminished, and therefore the tornado warning has been canceled. However, large hail and damaging winds remain likely, and the severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for this area. This is KD0AEL.
KE0JGI.
Go ahead, Sean.
I just drove into about quarter-sized hail. I'm on the corner of 125 and BB. It's about 3 miles straight east of Spokane.
Copy, quarter-sized hail at 125 and BB. Thank you, sir.
Left control, KE0AMD. I copy.
I'm sorry, sir. Give me your call sign again. I was turning in a report.
Kilo Echo 0 Alpha Mike Delta.
KE0AMD. Go ahead, sir.
4 mile marker 68.5 on 44. Just had a report of hail from my daughter just east and a little bit south of Clever. Here we have heavy rain, pretty strong wind, a lot of lightning to the west, nothing else, no hail yet.
Copy that, sir. Did your daughter give you an indicator of the size of hail she was receiving?
She reported pea-size hail.
Thank you very much for those reports, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, KE0AMD, and I'll be monitoring here for quite some time, as long as the weather's bad.
Copy that. Are you stationary at that location?
Yes and no. I'm able to move around, but I do have a base station here on the tower, so if you can't hear me good enough on the handheld, I'm on a handheld right now, then I can get to the radio on the tower if I need to.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll be at this location generally at 68.5 on Interstate 44, KE0AMD.
I'm sorry, pass your traffic again.
Control, this is N0NWO. I'm sorry to break in. I'm still at Wanda Gray, and I'm not sure if there's any reporters on the net that's south of me. I believe on Farm Road 141, Farm Road 183. From the south, it sounds like I'm hearing tornado sirens going off, and I can't quite make out.
I believe they toned the sirens in Nixa. That might be what you're hearing.
Okay, Roger. And the rain is starting to get a bit heavy. Winds are picking up from the northeast heading south, northwest heading southeast. Winds picking up pretty good, so is the rain. No reports of hail.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
K0AEL, K0OLD.
K0OLD. Go ahead, sir.
That I'm here at 14 and Ellen Street, and I'm getting about dime-size hail right now. Pat reported in Highlandville right now, quarter-size hail. Don't have any good visibility on any thing close to the high school here, but it sounds like Brian's got that covered. So anyway, that's my report.
Okay, that was quarter-size hail, Highlandville. I'm sorry, what was his location?
He was at Ellingsworth and 160, Roger.
Copy, Ellingsworth and 160, quarter-size hail.
After that, I'll be standing by.
KE0JGI, KD0AEL.
KE0AEL, this is KE0IMB. KE0JGI, go ahead.
Yes, appreciate that. Needed clarification. That was 125 in BB, 3 miles southeast of, and I had a partial on that.
That was Spokane. And we also had east of Nicholas.
Is that a current report?
About 2 minutes ago, he called.
Net Control. This is KU0HBT.
KU0HBT, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, this is Brian. I'm in Republic at 60 and Double M Highway. Reporting some dime-sized hail. Not very much, just a few little pieces here and there. And I'm mobile, headed towards Clever. If you need me to go anywhere, I'd be glad to go. KU0HBT.
Thank you, sir, for the report. I don't have a specific destination at this time. Thank you.
KD0KPX Net Control.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm at my QTH. I'm about 3 miles east of the EE and 65 intersection. I've got pea-sized hail mixed with some dime-sized hail. Gusty winds coming in out of the west.
Could you give me the location one more time?
Approximately 3 miles east of EE and 65. Right down the Highlandville exit off 65.
Thank you for that report, sir. Thank you.
Kilo 2 Juliet Bravo Golf at the intersection of 60 and 65. Heavy rain has been in earnest with trivial amounts of hail, but growing.
Copy that. What was the size on the hail?
So far, P or less.
Thank you for the report, sir.
0SAP.
Go ahead, sir.
Good evening, Patty. It's SAP, N0SAP. Wanted to report from my location, North Gregg Road and Northview in Nixa. Dime-sized hail, quite a bit of it, and some high winds over 50 miles per hour and gusty.
Copy dime-sized hail and winds over 50. Thank you, SAP.
Thank you, Patty, for what you're doing. Take care.
Thanks, SAP. Appreciate you.
DW Internet Control.
Go ahead, sir.
I've moved my location. With the storm that's going through Ozark, we'll be heading that direction. I'm now heading towards the Rogersville area. I'm at 60 and Double N Nora at this time.
Copy location 60 and NN. Thank you for the update.
No problem. KV0 UTW mobile clear.
KD0 KNL. KD0 AEL.
KD0 KNL. Go ahead, Patty. I can relieve you for a bit.
KD0 AEL, turning the net to KD0 KNL. I'll be back shortly.
KNL, K0OLD.
K0OLD, go ahead, sir.
Roger that, Franklin. Nixa has a bunch of streets just flooded. The water drain-off ditches aren't able to handle it. I would give a location, but it's just about everywhere you go. Tracker Road is still clear. I'm headed over by the high school to see if there's any damage over there from the rotation that they saw earlier, Roger.
Okie doke. I'll be waiting for you. I'll report urban flooding all over in Nixa. Thank you.
I can get that in, Lewis. Thank you. I'm back if you're ready.
All right. KD0KNL, handing the net back to KD0AEL.
Thank you for the break. KD0AEL assuming net control.
Net control, this is N0NWS. I am leaving Wanda Gray. I am seeing blue sky. I'm going to be heading eastbound on Farm Road 183. I'll report if there's any damage found.
Copy the change of location. Thank you, sir.
KB0UTW to net control.
KB0UTW, go ahead, Ian.
Patty, Marshall Street, 60 Highway. Pretty much torrential downpour, and we are getting pea-sized hail at this time. Can't give you a wind, but pea-sized hail.
And Marshall Street, I'm sorry, what city?
Sorry, Rogersville.
I thought so, but there's no assumptions in weather. Thank you, Ian.
Basically, it's B as in boy and 60 or Marshall Street, city of Rogersville.
Thank you for that report. Good morning. For southeast Webster, extending from near east of Taneyville at 35 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and quarter-sized hail can be expected from this storm. Locations in the track of this storm include Mountain Grove, Seymour, Dawson, Hartville, Diggins, Brushy Knob, Gentryville, Benzant, Good Hope, Dogwood, Ava, Mansfield, Norwood, Duncan, Manus, Graff, Rome, Squires, Drury, and Odin. This is KD0AEL.
Control, K0OLD.
K0OLD, go ahead, sir.
Trail down Gregg Road and M Highway here. I haven't seen any damage, just little bitty limbs and stuff off the trees, you know, and the buds. Also got a video from a friend of mine in Spokane and Milo Drive, about quarter size, maybe a little bigger hail. I'll be sending that video via chat to the Weather Service. Roger.
Copy that and appreciate the forward on the video.
Chat, but I meant contact SGF. I guess this is what happens when you get old, Roger.
Copy that. D08. At this time, as storms are marching to the east, I am bringing up the Houston repeater, hopefully, so that they may be included as the warnings move in that general direction. At this time, Webster, Douglas, and Wright have been included in a severe thunderstorm warning, and those storms are moving east. This is KD08EL with Southwest Missouri Regional SkyWarn. As these storms have progressed through the area, they have been dumping copious amounts of rain anywhere that has received this heavy rainfall will probably be under flash flood warning. If not now, they will be shortly. A new one has been issued now for southeastern Berry, western Christian, eastern Dade, Greene, northeastern Lawrence, southern Polk, Stone, and western Taney counties until 11:30 p.m. Thunderstorms that have moved through these areas have already dropped between 2 and 3 inches of rain. Additional rainfall amounts up to 1 inch are possible in the warned area. This is KD0AEL.
KE0NHL.
KE0NHL, go ahead, Heather.
Yeah, Patty, those storms that are going through and are now heading off to the east, do we have indication of any more development going on out of Oklahoma on the radar?
No, ma'am, and if temperatures are telling the truth here, even in Grove, Oklahoma, and Joplin, temperatures have dropped down to about 45, 46 degrees. I'm seeing 43 in Chanute. This is a cold front pushing this through, so our temperatures behind this will drop pretty rapidly. We may, by morning, have a mix of rain and snow in the area. No, I don't anticipate any more development. Even temperatures down in Arkansas have dropped down into the 50s, and just very little light rainfall down there.
All right, that's kind of what I was thinking, but I was just wondering. Thanks for the information. KE0NHL.
You are quite welcome.
KD0AEL, KB0UTW.
KB0UTW, go ahead, Ian.
Hey, this looks like it's going to be nothing but rain, nothing severe. I think we're going to head on to the house.
I appreciate that. I'm just taking a quick look before you take off here. Yeah, you're behind the line. I think it's to say you go home unless you want to chase this thing.
How fast is it moving?
35. But right now, areas of concern are north and east of you, about halfway to Marshfield, and one down by Cheneyville. I think it's safe to say you can go home.
Well, we are between I-44 and Rogersville, so if I have anything to report, I'll let you know.
Copy that. Be safe going home. These roads are flooding quick.
I agree with that. All right. Hey, thanks. Done a good job tonight. Appreciate it. Always do a great job. KD0AEL, KB0UTW. Clear.
Thanks again, Ian and partner. You're appreciated. KD0AEL.
This is N0NWS 145.490 major damage to report other than minor local flooding, twigs, and leaves on the roads. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Everybody stay safe out there.
N0NWS. Thank you so much for your reports today. Can I get your name? I don't think I got that earlier.
Certainly. My name is Johan, Johan.
Johan, it's been a pleasure today, sir. Thank you so much for being there. And again, you were very much appreciated out there. Be safe going home on these flooded roads. Stations monitoring the National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a tornado warning for western Douglas County until 8:15 p.m. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado were located along a line extending from 10 miles east of Sparta to 12 miles south of Seymour to 9 miles west of Ava to 12 miles northeast of Taneyville, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Ava, Good Hope, and Dogwood. If you're in the path of the storm, please take cover now. KD0AEL.
Okay, for the tornado warning on that one.
Thank you, Teresa. I saw that in chat. Appreciate you being there. I have brought up the Houston repeater. I hope that one doesn't tone back to us. So I'm hoping those folks get a heads up that things may be heading in their direction.
I'm going to switch back over. KC0KP.
KD0AEL and break. The severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Christian and southeastern Greene counties is canceled. The storms that prompted that warning has moved out of those areas. Tornado watch does remain in effect until 8 p.m. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8 p.m. for southwestern Webster. At 7:46 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Marshfield to 6 miles west of Ava, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail can be expected. Locations impacted include Marshfield, Fordland, Rogersville, and Northview. Also, Interstate 44 between mile markers 91 and 100. This is KD0AEL.
Control.
KE0VWH. Go ahead, sir.
Reporting of bean-sized hail 2 miles high.
Yes, sir, you were. And bean size. Would you say maybe small P?
Would be more like large P.
Possibly closer to dime size on some of the larger ones.
Lima.
Gotcha. All right. I will get that turned in. Thank you, sir. The station's monitoring the tornado warning remains in effect until 8:15 for northwestern Douglas County. At 7:53 p.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes were located along a line extending from 7 miles south of Seymour to near Ava to 17 miles northeast of Taneyville, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Ava, Good Hope, and Dogwood are in the path of this storm. Please take cover now. This is KD0AEL.
Good evening. The time is 8 p.m. Temperature 68 degrees.
85 CWC, net control.
85 CWC, go ahead, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have anybody in the Ava area?
We have a number of folks out that way. They have their own net.
I copy and understand. Thank you, ma'am.
85 CWC, did I lose you?
Yeah, I think you kind of dropped off. I copied, they have their own net, and I lost the rest of your transmission.
Right. I would have to get that repeater from the lady that runs that. Do you have a report?
No, ma'am. I am headed that direction. I just wanted to see if there was a need. I'm kind of sitting behind the storm at this point.
The spotters have been activated in Douglas County. I think that they're pretty prepared for this one.
Good to hear. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for being there. KD0AEL. Stations monitoring the tornado watch is slowly being tapered off here. The National Weather Service has canceled the tornado watch for Christian, Taney, Greene, and Stone counties. Continues the tornado watch for Douglas, Wright, Ozark, and Webster at this time. This is KD0AEL. KD0AEL is Southwest Missouri Regional SkyWarn. The tornado warning for northwestern Douglas County will be allowed to expire at 8:15. Tornado threat has diminished and the tornado warning has been canceled. However, large hail and damaging winds do remain likely, and severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for the area. KD0AEL and severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for the area. KD0AEL. The station's monitoring the severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Webster County has been canceled. That storm has moved out of the area. The severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. for Douglas and Wright County. At 8:10 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 8 miles southeast of Niangua to near Ava, moving east at 30 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail can be expected. Quarter-size hail was reported in this storm in Seymour. Locations in the path of this storm include Mountain Grove, Mansfield, Norwood, Duncan, Brushy Knob, Gentryville, Squires, Odin, Ava, Dawson, Hartville, Manus, Graff, Van Zant, and Drury. This is KD0AEL. For stations monitoring, just a huge FYI, a large portion of southwest Missouri remains under flash flood warnings this evening due to the huge amounts of rainfall received and ground already being saturated. I anticipate that this will extend on into more recent areas of warnings as these storms progress eastward. Be mindful if you're on the roadways tonight that many of the low water crossings, some streets and roads, bridges are covered at this time or may have flash floods, which are unpredictable, or predictable, but unexpected if you're on the road. Be safe out there. This is even in areas that have cleared the storms. KD0AEL. The storms continue to weaken as they move across Douglas and Wright counties this evening. However, there still are a couple of hail cores of note. One being to the north of Hartville and the other being to the south and east of Ava. If I have any reports of wind damage or hail out of either of those counties, would appreciate it. And I am still monitoring here if there are any damage reports not previously given from areas affected by earlier storms. This is KD0AEL, your net control. The station's monitoring. This is KD0AEL. Severe thunderstorm warning for central Douglas and Wright counties will be allowed to expire. The storms that prompted this warning have weakened below severe limits and no longer pose an immediate threat to life or property and therefore will be allowed to expire. I will monitor briefly and then bring the Houston repeater down. KD0AEL. Station standby. At this time, I have taken the Houston repeater down. If Stephen is there, the Joplin repeater no longer needs to be linked. This is KD0AEL with Southwest Missouri Regional SkyWarn. I have brought the Houston repeater back up. We have a significant weather advisory for northern Wright, eastern Laclede, and northwestern Texas counties until 9:15. At 8:36 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from 7 miles east of Conway to 7 miles east of Hartville, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Nickel-sized hail and wind gusts to 50 miles per hour will be possible. Locations in the path of the storm are Lebanon, Dawson, Huggins, Twin Bridges, Manus, Grove Spring, Balkan, Dry Knob, Morgan, Stoutland, Plato, Competition, Lynchburg, Graff, Success, and Ben Davis. This also includes Interstate 44 near mile marker 120 and between mile markers 136 and 142. This is KD0AEL. KD0AEL, just for all those who've been out there today, I want to express my appreciation for all the feedback. I am overwhelmed in my heart for all the response today from the spotters. Y'all came out of the woodworks and provided some great reports today. I do appreciate you, and so does the National Weather Service, for all the great reports and for all you do to support your communities in these times. This was our first big outbreak of the season, And although I hope we don't get a whole lot more of these this season, I'm very proud of the response today. And God bless you all. KD0AEL. This is KD0AEL. Just a reminder, there is a winter weather advisory for Bourbon County, Kansas this evening. This cold front, as it moves through, will bring significantly different weather back to our area. The bipolar of spring arrives with a vengeance. Take a coat in the morning. Right now, these storms are about to clear our area. We do have a little hail core along Highway 95. I think that's Ozark County, right at the border with Douglas, and we have another hail core in north central Wright County about to push on out. Nothing is severe warned at this time. This is KD0AEL.
Correct. On the 95, Patty.
That's one thing I don't like about this radar program. It doesn't put the county names in front of me, and I get Howell and Ozark backwards all the time.
The easiest way I told everybody is if the county is below Douglas, it's Ozark County, and if it's east of Douglas, it's Howell County.
Duly noted.
Good evening. The time is 9 p.m. Weather conditions. Mostly cloudy. Temperature 59 degrees.
The station's monitoring. This is KD0AEL with Southwest Missouri Regional SkyWarn. The National Weather Service has canceled the tornado watch for Christian, Taney, Greene, and Stone counties at this time. Tornado watch remains in effect for Douglas, Wright, Ozark, and Webster. This is KD0AEL. Stations monitoring. This is KD0AEL. It appears that all of the severe weather has ended across our area. At this time, I'm going to stand down the net. KD0AEL.
Okay. Patty, K0AMD.
Good evening, Mr. Kelly. How are you?
A little bit better. I didn't have a whole lot down here. I had a little bit of rain and some wind, but I mean, everything kind of moved out, so.
Yeah, it's pretty well done for you. I think it's kind of done for me as well. And I think we've had enough for tonight.
I hear that. How's Steve doing?
He is doing wonderful. Appreciate you asking.
We got another day, so I'll back out here, and I got some things to do around the shack here, so catch you later. Appreciate you. K0EMD, I'll be clear.
Have a good night, Kelly. KD0AEL. And one more for the net while I'm here. We have an aerial flood warning, which means widespread slow accumulation of floodwaters. And that will be for McDonald and Newton County. One moment for the text. Flood warning has been issued for central McDonald and southeastern Newton counties until 5:30 a.m. At 9:27 p.m., Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. 2 to 3 inches of rain fell late Wednesday afternoon. Some locations that will experience flooding include Neosho, Pineville, Granby, Anderson, Goodman, Lanigan, Newtonia, and Stella. This is KD0AEL.
Good evening. The time is 10 p.m. Weather conditions. Cloudy. Temperature 34 degrees.